Hello the internet. It is Wednesday the 11th of January 2017, and if you watch my daily vlogs, you would have seen earlier this week I received a transcript of academic record from Western Sydney Institute of TAFE. Apparently I studied last year, and apparently I was awarded competent in both prepared to participate in a learning environment and participate in a highly familiar spoken exchange. The only catch with that is I've never been to Western Sydney Institute of Business TAFE College, yet this is totally addressed to me. I basically got given a certificate of attainment for something I didn't do. I'm going to call TAFE and find out why. 131870.
Thank you for choosing to further your studies and workplace skills. Please select from one of the following. If you are looking to study with TAFE Western Sydney, please press 1. If you're a current student at TAFE Western Sydney or O10 and have an inquiry about your studies, please press 2 and then select your campus. To hear these options again,
It's got to be number 2. It's got to be 2.
college locations. Press 1 for Blacktown TAFE. Press 2 for Blue Mountains TAFE.
None of those were the TAFE. Western Sydney Institute of Business. What the hell? I'll just press any. 4. I just chose 4.
Your call has been transferred. Customer service, this is Annette. How can I help you?
G'day Annette. Before we begin, I just must let you know that this call may be being recorded for coaching and training purposes.
Okay. How can I help you?
Annette, I'm not sure if I've come through to the right person. I'm looking for a customer service officer at a college which wasn't on the list of colleges that the message bank gave me. So I'm looking specifically for Western Sydney Institute.
Okay. The Western Sydney Institute. Was there someone who
Yeah, the issue I've been given a transcript of an academic record, but I've never actually attended this TAFE.
Oh, okay. So you received.
Yeah, I just lost you there. I lost you there for a second.
Sorry. Is that correct?
That's correct. I received the transcript of academic record telling me about some subjects that I'm competent in, but I've never actually been there. I don't know if that was her hanging up or if it was just a really sketchy phone call. Let's try again. Looks like they're calling me back. Hello, Benon speaking.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, show you.
Hello, is this Annette?
Yes, was I just speaking to you?
Yeah, you were. I just lost you there. I'm not sure what happened then.
Yeah, it dropped out, I believe.
Okay.
So you were saying that you received a transcript that I believe belongs to you, is that right?
That's correct, yeah.
Yes, okay. Right, come on.
Are you on a mobile or a landline? Because I'm losing you.
No, I'm on a landline.
Okay, I'm losing you a little bit again.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Yes. Do you do any work at Barangaroo?
I have done, yes.
Yes, okay. So what that would be, you possibly did an induction, and the
Ah,
transcript would have come out to you for that induction.
gotcha. Okay.
Okay? So that's what it relates to.
Okay, interesting. I sat a white card course there.
Oh, okay. That's it then, yes.
Ah, okay. No one mentioned it was from Western Sydney Institute of Business, but
Yes, teachers going out to Barangaroo, but they were based here at Western Sydney.
okay. Well, that does make sense. Thank you for calling me back, and thank you for clarifying that.
You're welcome. You have a lovely day.
I can be anything I want now.
That's right.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye bye. Well, that does clarify things. I did sit for a white card induction. Cut a long story short, I was doing a little bit of work for my sister's partner, and his business was installing some electrical equipment in Barangaroo, and I was helping out there for a little while, and I needed to get a white card, and I did sit an induction, which is what she said, but no one mentioned it was anything to do with TAFE. So the point of this story is, according to TAFE's latest ad campaign, you can be anything that you want.
You can be whatever you want to be.
And I almost became prepared to participate in a learning environment, and I participated in a highly familiar spoken exchange. Thanks, TAFE. Wanted to come down to Boat Harbour today for two reasons. First reason is it's stupidly hot back in Denali, 37 degrees. That's outrageous. The other reason is in my bag. I've got a fresh homebrew to crack, and it's the first one of a new batch. Fingers crossed I didn't do a hideous job like last time, and this brew is awesome. On the drive in here, I thought I saw a really cool little, some kind of marsupial, like a bandicoot or something. I was super excited, so I stopped and I got down super close to it. And then as I got closer and closer and closer, this thing wasn't moving, and I was like, okay, it's a pretty tame whatever it is. And then when it jumped, I think it was a rat. So this beer, ignore the label, this homebrew is an English bitter. It's a Cooper's English bitter. I put 1.5 kilos of white sugar in the fermenter. Hope I put in the right amount in the bottle this time so we don't get absolute frothageddon like we did on that last brew. I'm pretty certain I did it right. This is a fresh beer, fresh batch, first one of the batch. I brewed it in November, it's now January. Let's crack this and see if we're good. Fingers crossed. Perfect. A little bit's normal because I've just been walking the distance to get here, about 1 kilometer. Hopefully this tastes good. Well, it's definitely a bitter. Yeah, it's English bitter. Definitely got that, feels like I'm sitting. Wait a second. I'm not gonna do beer reviews. That's not what this vlog is about. I'm just super stoked that this homebrew is tasting good and not frothing everywhere. While I'm here enjoying this brand new homebrew, I do have to tell you, it is NSD. NSD, this episode is Trigger Finger. I hope that's not moving too much. We played with them in France at a venue called La Nef. If I remember correctly, La Nef in Angoulême. If you like bands such as Pixies, maybe even, I don't know, stretching it a little bit, maybe a little bit of Melvins, you would definitely like Trigger Finger. I didn't know anything about them before this show, and now they're one of my favorite bands. And this is back in 2012, and I still really enjoy all their records. Trigger Finger, here's my photos. Now here's a reason I like coming down to Boat Harbour. See this little lagoon right here? It's good for swimming. In the space of time it's taken me to start a time lapse, the weather has changed 100%. It's all cloudy and this is hideous. I'm still gonna go for a swim though. That's what I came for. I'm doing it. I don't care what happens to the weather. Hey, the sauna. This guy. Oh, he's already gone. This is like a natural infinity pool. Behind me is the ocean, and on this side it's nice and tranquil until the tide changes. I reckon that's happening right about now. Wow. How fast things can change. When I got here, this was perfect. Now it's windy, cloudy, and I was talking to some spearfishing dudes up here on the corner. They've got a cave that's kind of, well, it's going this way, so it's out of the wind, and it's also facing where the sun will set, if that even happens today. I'm gonna go and hang out with those dudes because they got some fish to cook and some tales to tell. Should be pretty cool. Oh, that's what a time! Thanks for checking out my YouTube channel called Gives a Minute. If you liked it, please subscribe. If you're a photographer, check out my Lightroom 6 presets. Check out the previous minute there, a random minute there. Hey, it's not raining in here. That was